Hey, yes guys, we are back for today's video, which is a back workout which I'm going to take you through. Hopefully you've seen the chest workout which I posted a few weeks back. If not, the link will be in the bio. But back for today, I'm going to take you through exactly what I do when I'm training back, and especially if you're starting from a skinny sort of shape, or you're struggling to put on weight, or struggling to build out your back, this is going to be a workout for you. So yeah, let's get into it, see what we're doing. First move we are starting off with is pull-ups. So some of you are probably thinking, I can't even do a pull-up. That's absolutely fine. When I first started training back, I couldn't do a pull-up either. What I would suggest though is that the quicker you start doing pull-ups, the better you're gonna get at them. And I'd say it's the best fundamental exercise for building strength and development in your back. So I'm gonna start off with 3 rounds of 10 pull-ups. Again, if you're doing this workout, just do whatever you can. Even if it's 1 pull-up, it doesn't matter. It's all about the mentality of building it up. So it's what you call doing it to failure. So 3 sets of to failure for you. If you're good at pull-ups, then just follow the 3 sets of 10. So yeah, let's get into these pull-ups.
Monk on the beat.
First exercise done. 3 rounds of pull-ups. Again, they might not be easy for you. They weren't easy for me at one point, but gradually you'll get better at them, and they're a great warm-up movement as well to get all those back muscles engaged, with blood pumping through the whole of your back, and you're kind of ready to go on some heavier stuff. That leads us on to the lat pull down, just over here. So I'm going to take you through the lat pull down now. For this, again, I'll be following 3 to 4 sets of 12 reps, really focusing on squeezing the back. Let's do it. Few tips in terms of lat pull down. First things first, weight selection. You don't want to be going way too heavy. What you'll find is when you're pulling down, you may feel your shoulders round. That's where you're going to really disengage the lats, which is really what you want to work, because they're overstretched, you want them to contract, right? So you're going to put a lot more emphasis on the front of your shoulders. So you want to keep your shoulders pinned back, chest elevated, and you're pulling down on your lats instead of pulling forwards. That's usually a big indicator that the weight is too heavy. So keep that head and that chest lifted, so looking more upright. Pull it towards your chest, or more so your collarbone here, and you'll really feel your back squeeze and engage. But anytime you're rounding over like this, no good. Lower the weight, focus on that technique. Next, we have the back row machine here. This is a plate loaded one. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some big old rows on here. For me, when starting out, a lot of it, because I was skinny and my frame was real slim, it was a lot about width. So for me, like pull-ups and lat pull down, we're gonna be the big emphasis on width, of like really widening out your back. And I feel like that's something you should do as well, for sure. In terms of the rows, you're gonna find that's a bit more for the inside of your back and the thickness overall. So definitely something, if you're coming from that, again, that skinny physique like I was, it's gonna build out your back. So for width, will be like your lat pull downs and any pull down movements. Things like your rows that we've got just here, that would be a little bit more for the thickness overall of your back. And again, we can do these double, but today we're gonna do it single arm at a time. Go a bit heavier. 3 sets again, 8 or 10 reps. Bloody hell, I was out of that one now. Okay, so in terms of weights, I've got 3 20 kg plates on each side. Over here, as I said, we're going to be doing it individually, so I'll start with this one first and do my 8 reps. Then I'll move on to this one with the other arm and do 8 reps. One of the biggest things on here as well, again, is avoiding that roundness of the shoulder coming forwards. So again, you always want to lift that chest up and squeeze right back on these. For me, this weight is okay. For you, choose the weight that you can do with good technique and really feel those muscles in the middle of your back engaging. That's it. I'm tired after them rows. I felt heavy, but good thing is I did 10 reps instead of 8. So once again, if you're doing your own training, if I said to aim for 8 reps and you can do 12, good indicator that you can up your weight a little bit until you get to that desired weight, desired reps with good technique at that weight. So I was doing 320 plates there. If I'm looking to go 8, I could probably add on another 10 each side so I can work myself to that 8 reps and not have any kind of more left in me. But away from the rows now, we're here over at the cable machines. We're going to be focusing back again now on the lats. But again, your lats are a big muscle group. So you have the wider bits we see out the side, but then they can come all the way down so you can work your lower lat as well. So this exercise we're going to do now is an isometric movement. So we're isolated, joint isn't moving, there's no pulling, but just straight down and really trying to target that lower portion of the lats now with straight arm pull downs. 3 sets, 12 reps. So some pointers on this one, you'll see, right, I'm kind of coming up at the end. That's to squeeze a little bit more here, because what can happen is you can really work on your triceps. So I'm not bending, I'm just keeping straight here to engage the lat. Then as I come through, I'm lifting my chest to squeeze a little bit more down here. So when you do this, you should feel it along here, not so much up the top. So you come through and squeeze, extend the lat back out, then stretch, and you're squeezing through, and that's what that lift at the chest is for. So yeah. Hope that explains that a little bit more. One more set, but I'm feeling it. Plus, I'm all Gymsharked out today. Got a Gymshark vest on, bottoms. Should basically be sponsored, really, shouldn't I? You know, just saying. We are back downstairs now for our next exercise. So another cable movement. This time it's going to be another squeezy sort of movement, but once again I'm not focusing on the lats this time. It's more the middle of your back, which is called your rhomboids. So we're going to be focusing on them on this machine just here. So it's going to look something like this, where your feet are on here, you've got this bit here, and the pulley machine with the handles just there. Once again, like most of these back movements, I just want you to really focus on squeezing your shoulder blades and lifting your chest so you can feel that contraction between your shoulder blades, as opposed to pulling forwards and rounding up your shoulders. You're gonna lift that chest and squeeze all the way through. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna go a little bit higher because I'm looking for more of a squeeze. So I'm gonna do 3 sets, but this time try 15 reps, really engaging, really squeezing. Let's see how we get on with this one. Sorry to interrupt you, I appreciate that. So these are some of the things you have to do in the gym. On that back row machine just there, I couldn't get the angle, there was nothing to place it up on. Someone was training, I went, excuse me, can I borrow you for a second? Off you go. So they started filming. But don't be scared to ask people for things, you just got to do it. Have some confidence. Most of the time people are happy to help out, so yeah, lucky with that one. Our last little squeezy move we're going to do is using the cables just here. This move is what I call a cable back squeeze. So this is another isometric movement. So we're isolated, there's no pushing or pulling, the joint stays still. And the key here is to try and squeeze as much of the back as we can. So there'll be a little bit of traps at the top. We're gonna work those in a bit, so stay with me. We're also squeezing a little bit of lats, but also the middle of the back rhomboids as well. So really good movement. Again, higher reps on this, it's about the squeeze. So 15 reps, again, 3 sets, really feeling it. Definitely don't go too heavy on this. If anything, start off way too light and slowly work your way up. I'm only using 3.75 kilos on this. I may move down to the 6.25, but most of the time I'll stick on the 3.75 as I really feel that squeeze there and it's effective. So now at this portion of the workout, we've got onto the last thing that I like to work and finish off with. Some people do it on a shoulder day, but I like to do it on back day, which is shrugs. For me, this is going to be really good for guys with a skinny frame, because you'll find that your top portion of your body here may look a bit thin and bony. So I found that it added a lot of height to my physique when I worked a little bit more with my traps. I'm doing this with dumbbells. I'll show you this in a second, but the key emphasis on this is range of movement. So you're coming up nice and high and coming down nice and low. Really squeezing and feeling your traps up here engaged. You'll get a nice pump, and gradually not only will you build your shoulders, but you're also going to build up here, so you get a little bit more of that rounded shape along the top of your body, which I know you guys are looking for. So let's show you what weight I'm using and also how we do this. So here I've got the 34s. This is what I'm going to be using to do my shrugs. Again, you can use whichever weight feels comfortable for you. Again, it's supposed to feel quite heavy. For this, we are going to do 20 reps. Yes, I said that, 20 reps. You really want to feel this engagement, so obviously you're not going to be able to go way too heavy with 20 reps. And also you don't want small range of movement where you're just moving this much. You want all the way up, all the way down, okay? So we're really looking for that. Yeah, 3 sets, 20 reps. There's my last set done. So again, as I'm saying, with your physique, right, you can have the width that you get from shoulders, but just building up a little bit more here at the top, you're really going to get a better overall physique, and you're going to add a little bit of width and height to your body. So yeah, all good. There you have it. That is the end of the workout. Everything is done from top to bottom. I'm going to leave all of the exercises in the description below. But yeah, aims, width of the back, but also making sure we work the middle section as well to get more depth. But also this workout will help you get a lot of strength, and yeah, just get you familiar with working the different areas of your back, so you can compartmentalize your workouts and have a better idea of what you're working and when. So when developing your back, or if there's areas that are smaller or weaker than others, you know exactly how to target them and go from there. Also, obviously, main things working for is width, which you'll probably see in there, as well as the middle bits as well. But overall, as I said, it's just trying to work everything as a whole, and piece by piece you can look at your physique and take videos and take pictures and see where some areas are maybe a little bit smaller than you'd like, or you want them a bit wider. For me, as I said, my back was very straight, so you probably see now that my lats, I've really worked on them to come wider out. So if that's an area you want to work on, then you can use this workout to try and develop them. But yeah, back progress is looking good. That is it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm just literally chilling now, relaxing. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. Any questions you've got, leave them in the comment section below. Keep your eyes open for the next load of workouts coming, and I will chat to you guys soon. See you later.